kind of feels like it's never really been like that for at least a long time, that you're worried about Brood.
I think it's just because a lot of teams
Reserve time.
playing it, whereas Prodota showed it last game. Most teams have trouble dealing with Brood, or they don't like playing against the heroes, so that makes sense. Kunkka 1 is very similar. It's like
Dire team's turn to pick.
put a lot of pressure on your safe lane, so why not just get rid of it and make the game as easy as possible for you. But the draft looks like the kind of things that people that win tournaments, you know, so easy to play, puts yourself in a good position from the laning stage, and you've got multiple ways to win the game. You've got multiple windows to like play around in the mid game as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep, Mirana in the mid lane, very good user of the position aura. You can very easily split push with the Mirana. You have a lot of support heroes that work well with Mirana, like a lot of teams they like picking something like the Cuddle in TI, for example, so you can have the Mirana as a split push and then just, you know, recall whenever you want it. They do pick up the Slaughter, so maybe... I mean, we didn't actually see it in the last game, the Slaughter in the support position, but you kind of think about it could be that, right? I mean, we saw Morphling, so, you know, Slaughter's pretty equal in that regard when it comes to being in support position.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's probably the offlaner though, it's just...
It's a good offlane, it fits well with the Drow, obviously, with the amplified damage, makes him hit very hard. You want an initiation here with a Drow anyways, but, you know, you never know. I mean, Elements Pro Gaming, they pulled something fancier last time, but offlaner would definitely be the most obvious one.
Regardless of the position it's run in, a very nice hero to have. So far, they're not really relying on like counter-initiating or anything. If jumped, it's more like they're just gonna make you run away from us with like raw damage through Amp, Starstorm, and just right clicks.
Yep, and Prodota GaminG, they do pick up the ET and now also the Luna, so they do still bank up. Actually, yeah, well, it was Elements Pro Gaming obviously that played the Luna last game, but the Drow is gone. Picked by Elements Pro Gaming, the Jug is banned out, so you want one of those good heroes with the Shadow Demon, and that's Luna's the only one left, and my dog is going crazy, so I apologize for that.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not so keen on Luna into Drow, Mirana, Slardar though. They're three heroes that you naturally have a lot of problems dealing with. Drow normally always wins the right click raw, Slardar just makes you even less likely to win it, and Mirana's a hero you can't catch but normally forces your BKB out because of the raw amount of damage she does. Even Oracle's be amazing against your hero, so I don't think it's a good Luna game. It's good within their draft, you know, Sand King for initiation, Shadow Demon for the illusions, ET for the fight controller and the extra damage, but when you kind of line up what you're against, it's not the best hero. It can definitely make it work, it's just
10 seconds remaining.
Not feeling so confident for them.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Elements just have like better ways of dealing with Luna than vice versa.
Reserve time.
I don't know either if I like the Luna versus Drow matchup, because Luna like the range on the right clicks is just awful. Like before the Luna gets close enough to even begin right clicking or get in range of the ultimate, the Drow will already have you on like half HP if not less, right? So it's not the best. And both of them will get Dragon Lances, so you know you can't really say, oh, I'm just gonna get a Dragon Lance and equalize it, because the Drow will do the same, right? So it will always be in that position where they can kind of counteract each other, and then Drow with a Hurricane Pike sounds also a lot scarier than a Luna with one. When it comes to just, you know, like getting that like range separation between the two, and then like Drow just shoots 5 arrows in your face and you're dead.
I don't know about dead, but yeah, I think it's
very close to dead.
The only way Luna like looks good in this matchup is if she's playing from ahead. And that's generally how Luna works. I feel like if you're playing from ahead, you're in a very good spot. Our last game, still kind of similar, where once they got ahead, the hero looked amazing. When they weren't ahead, the hero looked kind of, you know, a liability. The way they ran this out, I think, is they need some lane that's going to enable the Luna. Things like Puck kind of come to mind, because they need a control element to quite not scale well enough. I don't think Sand King ET is enough like deal with.
Yeah, especially because how Sand King works. Like, as a Sand King, even though it can be an initiator, you kind of want someone else to initiate for you most of the time, so you can like channel up your epicenter. You want someone else to like begin the fight, and then you just follow up,
10
right?
seconds remaining.
Depends. Sometimes it's enough to just stun once, go to the outside to the
Radio
fight,
team's
and then
turn
FD
to
in the
pick.
second time. Other times it's like, well, your Luna's hitting the tower, they're going on my Luna. Shadow Demon can disrupt, and then you can. Yeah,
OD.
I like the OD.
I like that. Tons of synergy and yeah, like a lot of save.
10 seconds
A lot
remaining.
of setup as well, like for the ET Stomp, for the Sand King epicenter. You know,
5
just use
seconds
Astral
remaining.
Forward if you ever like get a Blink or Shadow Blade or Hurricane Pack, whichever the OD chooses
Reserve
to go
time.
for. You know, if you get an Astral on the Drow Ranger, that's a very easy setup. Even though the Oracle can use False Promise, it still gives you like such a long time to just like, okay, this is how we take the fight, then do it, right?
Do you know if the aura persists when you're astral?
If what?
Drow aura still works if you astral the Drow.
I'm pretty sure it
does,
still
right?
works. I'm pretty sure it works. I'm not sure though.
I haven't seen the interaction, or it's not something I've taken note of, but I think it's a good double reasons here. One, if you're sieging, you're ahead, then you've got a secondary save for the Luna. If you're in fights, it gives you ways of first stopping the target that gets false promised, getting healed up, and you down, or you can find the Oracle, astral him, kill him, or you want to go on with the Sand King. And it just gives you late game straight up. Like, Drow does not buy into items outside of Scatty and maybe Hurricane Pike, but that is such a small amount compared to what OD will get. And it up again, which I think is actually a really good thing, because closing distance on Sniper Drow, this game is going to be so hard, and OD and Luna, unless they're like ready to hit you, they don't really do that much, and they're also very squishy. Like, they have to waddle towards you, and then they're taking like 120 damage right click 10 minutes. Sniper Drow, or they're amped. I don't know, I think the last pick Sniper throws a huge wrench in this. It's also really good at finding like Sand King in tree lines, if they're sieging. They might have just like tipped the scales completely. Last pick is very, very good thing.
10 seconds remaining.
I think the drafts are kind of even. I like the Sniper
5
though.
seconds
It kind
remaining.
of fits because with the Drow already on the board, like you said, they don't really want to pick a hero that has to be like up close and fight with Prodota Gaming. They're much more content with
Prepare
just
for battle.
outranging them and then try and take the fights that way, because if there's ever a situation where, like, you know, the OD has a good blink, it has a blink, gets a good initiation, the Sand King the same way, you know, they can go in, they can disable the Oracle, and then they can just focus on the Drow very easily. So picking another hero, like another core for one thing, because you don't want to just put everything on the Drow this game, and then the secondary thing, you know, Sniper, another issue, you have to go so deep just to get in range of doing anything to him, right?
And then when you do get in range of him, Drow's probably like adjacent to him, so you know you're most likely not getting both of them. And with the Mirana being for early game as well, it can ET movements, it gives ways of farming the jungle, it's
30 seconds to battle.
not taking the hard camp, Mirana's got that available, she can go to the off lane, take the experience there. I think this was a really good shift for them. Last game I wasn't so confident when they kind of mixed up their draft with the last pick. This game I think it's really, really good for them. So they'll lose this game and win the game I don't like, but you know, that's how Dota works.
Yeah, that's just stop cursing people, man. Stop, it's not fun, it's not cool.
Not
This
my
ain't
fault.
no snowball fight.
Clearly it's the caster's curse, man. You say
I'm the
one team is
analyst,
looking.
you're the caster, there's a difference, you know?
Ah,
There
So
is
it's
an
my-
analyst's curse, it's never been a thing.
wow, just putting away all responsibility, just everything and gone.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
It's also really good for their offlane as well, because with ET Sand King they can put a lot of pressure. This ward didn't get found, it also did the ward the elements placed themselves, so de-ward that whenever they want to get the sentries down. This could mean they just destroy this lane, because Mirana's not starting here, which is a very, very greedy thing to do. When this is dual lane as well. Sand
Yeah,
King
whenever you
really likes
pick
pressure.
Sand King, you always comes out with
Look
the
at
lane.
this.
That's damage.
Drow has to salve already. ET hits for 100 with the like 4 creeps and the double heroes.
Definitely a very scary thing.
Need them run it down here ASAP because like as soon as King gets level 2 in conjunction with ET, this is a very easy lane to get killed in.
Yeah. I'm a little bit surprised that the Mirana actually started up anywhere else because it doesn't feel like the Mirana needs to help mid. Like Sniper against OD, Sniper should be having a decent time here.
Yeah,
and yeah, definitely. And yeah, as you said in the bottom lane, they do get the kill on the Oracle. The ET does die for it, but it's still a first blood, so it's well worth it. The Sand King does get, you know, an arrow shot in, but that's just more farm being taken away from the Drow actually, but with that lasted, so the Drow is definitely not having the best time in the world right now. The Sand King is having the first couple of levels, and that's pretty much the only obstacle you need to get past the Sand King. You just need the first, like, once you level 3 at a respectable time, you're fine. You're good to go. Like, even if he was left solo.
Denied.
Yeah, and boots. He will have boots. I mean, Tranquils will also be not so far away, so he's gonna, you know, get what he wants out of the lane. The ET will start moving around, and potentially he will probably come back at some point, but he can also just, you know, put some pressure on the mid lane, try and help the OD a little bit onto the Sniper. You can see the OD is actually scaling up his Astral Imprisonment, which I like because he's not gonna right click the Sniper like that. That's just hoping for something that won't happen, right? So skilling up your Astral and just trying to go for the nuke damage and just like take away as much right clicks as take away as many last hits as possible from the Sniper seems like a better option.
Gives you more control of the lane because you can shove it under tower with the Astral and creeps, etc.
Yeah.
I think this is a build. Even if you do want to go orb, you probably want to go like a bit later into the game.
Yeah. Plus, you know, level 1 Astral, level 2 Astral, like, if you don't skill it up, it just feels like a useless build because the range is just so low. Down 1. Sand King did get killed more forward, but stunning spike on ET. It's like a very nice one. He didn't get hit by the arrow, he got a nice called Echo Stomp onto both heroes, doing a lot of damage onto Milan. Milan will have to be a little bit careful, as you can see the ET. Jesus. Boots plus Windlace.
4 move speed.
he's a fucking
It's still
shark.
a good trade for them as well, because like it's just pressure on the Drow that they need to accomplish. They don't have to keep going for kills. They just need to like keep the pressure here and keeping the Mirana here while they
Take me.
sitting in the jungle farming. It's like it just favors Prodota in every way. The only problem they're running into could be their mid lane, which can get rectified very easily through 1 or 2 rotations. You get boots on OD, you run up Astral him. That's up for anyone that needs to come in and help.
Yeah, and honestly, like even the OD
fun.
having a hard time, you know, it kind of makes up for it because Gada, he's like doubling the Drow right now. The SD is just stacking and farming as well. He's sitting on the same amount of lasters as the Drow, pretty much, just, you know, stacking and clearing the camp. So he will have a good level 6 timing. That's pretty much what they're aiming for with the Shadow Demon. Just getting a very early level 6 on him, as well as the Luna just getting free farm. So trading that for the OD having a slower start, I think that's fine.
It's just play as well, because they're getting that side of the map that they need.
Oh, and now the Sniper in the mid lane, he will be gone. He will take a lot of harassment. Astral will be used on him, and this should be a kill. That's a lot of control. Yep, he will be dropped down. In the meantime, we do have the Drow Ranger in the bottom lane, once again getting killed by the Sand King. No trade-off this time around, so that's 2 core heroes down on the side of Elements Pro Gaming as Prodota. They are off to a much better start than last time, definitely.
It seems like their early game is a lot cleaner now. And the slider finally rotating top, it maybe start salvaging the fact they're just getting like not necessarily out CS, but getting out greeted in every lane. Like Prodota is just getting more. Like at this point of the game, you can look at the gold graph and say, well, it's 1,000, it's not that much, but it's more the experience.
Yeah, the experience is like almost 2,000, and
again.
Yep, the Sniper.
So
beautiful setup onto the Sniper. The Sniper may be fine. He will be fine actually, but he's very low. He doesn't have any regen, doesn't have a bottle, he doesn't have anything else. They will maybe actually with a beautiful arrow on to come with me. They will get that kill, so at least the Sniper gets a kill. But he's low. He needs to ferry out a cell. He will probably buy that instantly. Yeah, he's just buying a cell, so he will be fine in the lane. Actually, a decent trade off for them, but they had to rotate multiple people, so. it's not too bad for Prodota Gaming, even though they lost that hero, and now they also get a kill on this on the slot on the top lane, so they kind of make that a better trade for them in the end.
TPing from Oracle helps a lot, but just if he has to keep doing that and they get the kills, it's worth it for sure. But still, them dictating the pace of the game as opposed to what Elements did last game.
Yeah, now on the bottom lane we do have the Sand King smoked up to go with the ET, so it looks like they're looking for something. I like this movement as well, because Kefka is not level 6 in the Sand King, so it's not a movement you would expect. You know, like, oh, he's gonna smoke with Epicenter and try and get a kill. He's level 5, so you would just expect him to casually farm, and they're looking for kills, and they should be able to get pretty much anyone with just these two heroes, Epicenter or no Epicenter. The Slaughter will be killed on top as well. And Prodota on the Oracle, he looks very much in danger. The Sniper does move in, he's trying to salvage the situation. The Oracle is juking a lot, and he's actually surviving.
They kind of screwed up. They got the loot, and he has range drops. So
oh, LeBron may be a little bit in danger though. Hello? Hello?
Well, I'm watching the heroes.
Yeah, definitely not watching the heroes there. The Sniper may be a little bit in danger here as well. He will be gone. The Sand King is moving, but the Sand King just decides that this is not happening. And now an arrow will be shot out, doesn't hit onto him, but he's alone up against 4 people. If anything should be a kill, this should definitely be it. The Sniper will use his ultimate onto Kefka, and Kefka will be taken down. Now the OD may actually also give up his life, as the OD does use the Astral Prism. As you can see, it's level 4, so he did go for the max Astral. And being max, that's a lot of burst damage as well, so you know, it's a long range, it's a lot of burst damage. I kind of like that. Because you saw last time, like, once they get that initiation onto Sniper, they can control him for God knows how long time.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the build. Astral's just such a good farming tool as well.
And on the top lane we do have the Invisible Midge going on to Gala on the Luna. The Luna will be initiated onto by Prodota as well first, and Gala is dead as the Oracle will finish him up. So double TP in. Nice in this rune, you know, lucky rune, and that will give them a kill.
Get it, though.
Not much good
When the OD was getting chased.
Yeah, they had vision of that. Yeah, they should have seen it, but I guess he just didn't pay attention to it. They have a haste rune as well there, actually, so one of the teams could potentially continue putting pressure and get kills. Milan will maybe be the one picking it up. I'm not really sure he's the one to pick it up, but I guess it's better than nothing. OD in the mid lane, he's taking a lot of damage. Those slows and those arrows. The OD just go in, astrals him up, but you know, it was pretty much a doom situation. He could astral himself, but that would just, you know, 3 seconds time, that's all you get. And now Theo on the Shadow Demon, he's taking a lot of damage as well as the Sniper with the ultimate. That's a lot of damage being done. Prodota cannot find the initiation, he can't find that secondary burst. Milan is also just trying to find him, but they don't find Theo. He's just juking everything, and now it's gonna cost him two deaths on the heroes. As Theo just, you know, wraps around his house.
Too aggressive. Both teams, you know, when you top with the smoke gank and then Elements dive mid for a courier that was kind of ambitious. Now the Shadow Demon has like the most harm you could ever ask for at the 9-minute mark. It's fair on net worth, life feels good, get killed in the mid, force the TPs.
Yeah, no, it's time in the mid lane. Okay, arrow, astral, nice astral. Well, I'm not really sure if you can call that a nice astral actually in the end. It was a nice attempt, I guess. A nice Echo Storm will head on to Poppy with the Midge. He's going to be not dropping down. Is the Drow going to die from this? He should die. Very, very low. Actually, oh my gosh. That's actually two people that's like on 10 HP when they get out from Elements. That's a little bit unfortunate. They do lose 2 heroes on Prodota Gaming side. The Astral was very unfortunate in the end. You know, save one hero so you can arrow another hero from your team, you know?
Yeah, he should have held it, I think. This is hindsight coming in, but to himself if he needed to. He had the reactions, which, you know, he should have.
Or just astral after the arrow hit and then just, you know, the stun
then your
duration.
Luna's not arrowed. But it's like, you want to hold the astral and let the disrupt first, and then you can astral, like, in a better situation, either offensively or defensively. That situation was like the worst thing that could have happened. You stunned your saving hero for 4 seconds, then you got your carry arrowed for like 3 or 4 as well, and then he died. It was like the worst thing possible, and now they get 4 heroes. But with 4 heroes to get 1 should translate into a tower. really wasn't for the kill, it was much more just like, you know...
Yeah, it was just a tower, just get whatever, and then get a tower, that's pretty much it.
What as well.
Yeah, they'll be fine with that, they got the kill, they should get the tower as well though.
They're spending so much time trying to do way too much. The one hero to go ward, one hero zones out, and the rest hit the tower.
Radiant structures.
Yeah, we now have too much smoke coming up from the side of Elements Pro Gaming. They are looking to set up themselves to be able to sniper. Actually being caught by the something in the background to where the tank is going in. Ultimate will be used, and that will be the sniper dropping down the the Elder Titan's ultimate wasn't even needed there. Now the Prodota, he's also a little bit in danger. Echo Stomp is available. He's gonna go for the stomp. He hits onto the Oracle, and the Oracle should be taken down. Gada is receiving a lot of first damage from the Oracle in the meantime, but he's not going to be dropped down this time around, so that is 2 kills. I like the movement from the Elder Titan there. They just knew that they should be setting up for something, and they just found the sniper in the back lines and killed him straight up. And then that just ruined the smoke rotation from GaminG Pro Gaming. They will still get that T1 tower you talked about, and then, you know, a couple of kills on top of that.
And the only solace out of that is Drow gets the tower top.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Doing the situation not as good as you can ask for, because when they're set up to like stop you defending the tower that way, generally a disaster. Especially when they have like such good zone controlling heroes with like the Lunar Eclipse and the Stomp from ET, you can deny a lot of angles. Makes it very hard to fight in.
Yeah, and the Drow is just, you know, sitting ready for a TP rotation and once the fight started on that terms, but obviously as the fight went to shit, then, you know,
then you just don't.
Yeah.
You know, you either have to TP way too defensively or you TP into a load of stuff that you don't want to as a Drow because you don't have your mobility yet. Dragonlance is still in the stash, it's way too early to be expecting things like Hurricane Pie.
Are those cracks in Dire's
Alright, there's actually a ping onto Viewer. They pinged like right on top of Viewer. I'm not sure if that was a self ping or if it was the Oracle ping. The colors can be a little bit close to each other. Either way, looks like Viewer he was like just you know, chilling there, hanging around. We do have the arrow flying through, just giving them some scouting information, not hitting onto anyone, but they know where the 2 supports are now. So GaminG Pro Gaming, they used the Marana ultimate to try and make something happen. Didn't really work out for them though. So it looks like both teams are just going to be falling back to that, like, you know, AFK farm situations. When we look at the teams and the farm, we do have the Blink Deck on the Sand King, so Prodota Gaming, they are still the ones who want to achieve something. They're the ones who want to continue putting pressure. The Luna is obviously just farming. He has his Dragonlance completed at pretty much the same time as the Drow, so those 2 heroes, when it comes to farm, they're very, very even. And I guess, all things considered, Prodota Gaming are in a good spot because the support heroes as well as the Sand King is just having a good time.
Yeah, they're in like a much stronger time for their lineup right now. And as long as they can use this to, you know, either get more control of the map or just get more kills, they'll be in a good spot. But it's like a very passive window of, let's say, 10 minutes. I think it favors Elements heavily.
Yeah, we'll see. They do find the Swift ending on the Drow. They should go on. Oh, scarily close.
He's very, very happy getting out there. Like, he sees all the heroes, it cues them to push this lane in, and Prodota now have the awkward situation of do we defend or do we push?
Yeah, it looks like they're going for the trade-off and getting the T2.
Yeah, like they moved the Sand King ET, which is new, very strong defensive heroes set up.
Wait. What happened with the Blink?
Didn't use it. But it's still a tower.
Yeah, they defend the tower. I mean, the epicenter was, like you said, it's just a zoning epicenter. They just want to make sure they don't lose too many objectives. They save the tower. They will have to deny it, but you know, they don't give any gold away. They get the tower in the bottom lane taken very, very low, and they don't lose any tower HP on the top lane. They get a kill, so you know, it's tier 2 damage for tier 1 damage as a basic thing, and then they get a kill on top of that, so it's a very, very small trade, but it's still a better trade for Prodota.
Despite how, like, unclean might have looked, it's still favourable for them, and it lets them maintain control of the floor, because kill on Slider puts his Blink back further, and they can, they TP'd mid, run down bottom, secure this tower. Probably should have denied their mid tower, because I feel like if I'm Elements, they just want to run one hero there and take it.
Yeah, if anything, they could just run the starter then and like get close to that Blink, which he really wants. He will be gone on now again though. he's taking a lot of time. He's a little bit careful because he really does not want to continue dying. Like, from now on until he has 1000 more gold, he really just never wants to die again because his blink is already very delayed, so delaying it further is just troublesome. Now the sniper does get initiated on, Echo Stomp does hit onto both the stars plus the sniper will be fine for now, but he's so low that he has to be a little bit careful. Gala is also low though with the amplified damage on him. It does finally drop off. Milan in the back lines trying to get a good arrow position in, doesn't really work out, and now another Echo Stomp does hit onto the star. The star gets taken down with the other tank. He's still alive for now. He is trying to dodge out things. He actually gets asphalt after getting disrupted, so you know the saves are there definitely, and he will be fine. There's no blink available in 1 second. Can he get it? Oh, I'm pretty sure he actually had the blink available, but he decided to go for Sandstorm even though amplified damage, so you know.
Yeah, he needed to turn and stun, so it did. But he lives anyway, calculated, etc, etc. He wasn't shitting himself at all.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the blink was like ready just like 0.1 second before like the thing hit, so he could have dodged it, and like you said with the burst, like you could have also dodged it. But you know, I'm fine, guys.
It's fine, but that entire engagement, like, spending this choke point against the Sand King, Luna, it's so, like, devastating if you try and take a fight that you're just naturally in a disadvantageous position. I'm really surprised they tried to defend that. Now, because they lose the fight, they lose the tier 2, Gold Grass starts heavily the other way, then becomes a very easy collateral off of that fight, so you go for the efficiency. I imagine that means Aegis on Luna and more go time. Elements don't really have their items yet. They don't have a defensive force staff for anyone, they don't have blink on Slardar. And as long as those things stay the same, Prodota are not going to take the foot off the gas, or at least they shouldn't. If they do, then I think it's...
Yep, definitely. And I mean, like we saw in the bottom lane as well, it's also like when Prodota GaminG like get the initial kill and just like start the fight on that terms, then they can use all of these like the disruption as well as the asphalt defensively, and you know the Sand King should have pretty much died there, but like you know they just kept on throwing saves on him, so he became as close to unkillable as you can imagine. So if they can take fights in that terms, like one person can't get killed, like they need to like make a full skill engagement from elements to be able to get one single kill. And that's you know that's a lot to ask for, especially like you said, you know, item timings is not item timings is definitely not a thing you have right now. Like you can't fight 5-on-5. You can defend as elements. You can take pickoffs once the Slardar has this blink, but before that, you know, 5-on-5 fights is not what you're looking for whatsoever.
I think they'd take a 5-on-5 if it was Prodota pushing into that high ground. But yeah, other than that, they want to avoid the spell. Just is down.
Dire's bottom tower has been
I don't think they're near anything that even lets them take 5-on-5. Blink Dagger on Slardar to pick off the bullets, not a 5-on-5
denied their middle tower.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Worry about like BKBs, etc. Drell's not going for one. Mirana's ways off a force. I like this gem as well. Makes a lot of sense. It stops the Moonlight initiation. It just further chokes them out with the wards. Control most of the map.
Yeah, they're ahead right now, and you know you don't want to have that Moonlight as a potential like extra smoke gank. So you know, take some wards away from them, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable about farming like anywhere else that like very close to their base, and they want to get as much as possible with the elements. They do have the force up on them around. They do have the blink finally on the Slardar as well, so they have a couple of save items. But like you said, I mean they are still not really ready to fight. Like. Arguably, I would say that the first time they're pretty much ready to fight is either if one of the cores goes for BKB or like both of them gets to like a Manta point or something like that, then they can try and fight just because of illusions and the insane range they have. But anything apart from that is just not favorable for them.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I think this is BKB from Drow, could also be SNY, which I would heavily disagree with.
Oh, and the sniper goes for Shadow Blade. That's also just, you know, it's a fine item when you think about it, because you want to be able to move a little bit safer around on the map, but with the gem already being purchased by the Shadow Demon, it just makes it so much better for him.
They haven't seen the gem yet, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. They haven't seen it, and it just makes it better. Now we have the sniper in the mid lane. He does get gone on by the epicenter. They do see him, and you know, that's a simple pick off. It's just a sniper in the end.
RL. That was so greedy on his own.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
Alright, arrow will hit onto the OD. They should be able to bring him down as Milan goes in. They will get the kill onto the OD. The other side needs to be a little bit careful as he uses his heals up. He does go for the Echo Stomp as well. Mitch will take a lot of damage. He actually just continues. Come with me as yeah, they will get the kill onto the starter as Kefka moves back in. So you know, come with me. He's a strong support hero.
If it wasn't for the tower going down, that would be really like nice trading slider for OD. But
top
tower still favors Prodota. Any gold that the OD would have lost, probably. You know, he's not hitting creeps in this time, but worse deal for him.
Yeah, he just finished his Hurricane Pike as well, so it's not like he was close to anything.
He did have an Ogre Club at one point. Did he sell it?
Unless.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, that was for the Hurricane Pike. Yeah.
Why do you Dragonlance first for whatever reason? But it's just like 3 of them in this game or 4 of them.
There's a million.
Like every core has one, so I'm getting a little confused.
Dragonlance, you know, it's one of those items that's gonna be purchased more and more, even on melee heroes, because you know value stats, right?
Bloody meatball. Aegis is about timeout now as well, so this is ideal situation. Bottom lane's already pushing in. They can start Pollution Siege. Elements aren't exactly all back here yet to defend, so it's gonna be a decent amount of chip damage. Might have even smoke animation from the Spirit. But ideally they want like one hero sitting right here to stop the smoke happening. If you want to fight here as if they get it wrapped around, you can find like Sand King and the SD.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
OD's a secondary save.
Yeah, it looks like the Drow Ranger is going for the BKB in the end as he has no club. We do have the BKB soon up at least. Yeah, he's finishing it. No, he's actually going for the Mantis Doll first, I think. Oh no. Never mind, yeah, I'm looking at different heroes. Either way, Gata did drop pretty low from the sniper, just, you know, using his ultimate. That's one of the annoying, like, single target ultimates. You can just spam that out just to do chip damage. As Prodota Gaming, they don't really have any kind of regenerative hero. Like, they have earn charges that, you know, they are actually down to 0 now. So they can't continue pushing. They can't just, you know, simply heal up Gata over and over again. So they have to back up, especially with the Aegis dropping down, like you said. The Mantis Doll is completed on the Luna now, though, so extra illusions for the next time they siege. But I guess they will just chill until they have like BKB plus next roach, I guess. We do have Swift ending on the Drow, though. He does get one on. We do have Mitch trying to set up for something. A nice arrow from Milan as well. That looks like Come With Me will be taken down, but in the meantime we do have Gata. He's trying to move in. He wants to get the kill onto Swift ending, and he's very close. Oh, a nice dodge. What a dodge, actually. Jesus.
Luckily the core gets out, but that situation could have gone very awry very quickly. Different blade bounces as well might have even killed the Drow. She was on like minuscule amounts of health.
That was
bounce like between her and one of the hero 2-3 times. That leap could have killed, and then bottom they get a kill with the Effie? Yeah, Effie and SD.
Yeah, Epicenter Shadow Demon. So, you know, a 2-for-1 trade in the end. They do use the ultimate from the Luna, but it's still, you know, kills are kills. I guess, you know, one kill being had from Elements Pro Gaming is pretty nice considering they have a decent chunk of way, like, behind Prodota Gaming, but in the end, it's Sniper. Sniper's one of those heroes. Like, he's repeatedly getting killed this game, so his item progression past that Shadow Blade is just, you know, sad.
If you die to cores, yeah, okay. You're dying to supports at this stage, basically. Sure, Sand King, the offlaner, but depends on your definition of core.
Yeah, I mean, the other side is also having a lot of farms, so it's you can call both of them the offlaners. Yeah, even the Shadow Demon has like insane amounts of farm. Just, you know, gem, Aedelens, Urn. Yeah, they all pretty farmed, and the Oracle is, you know, he's the sad man. He's the sad man of the game.
He's about the only one that's falling behind where he wants to be. It's initiating like super weird. I don't think it's able to do more.
Alright, Mitch does get taken down with the an ultimate being used by the Mirage just to, you know, disengage as Mitch went in, got a stun off, but even though they gotta jump onto the Luna, it's like, it's so close and never going to happen because they have Astral, they have the Disruption, they have extra range, they have 4-stars with the Hurricane Pike and OD, so it's not troublesome for them to get close to each other.
It's just tired of them to execute a fight. Needed to be more ahead at the stage so they can actually use their right click damage and scare the Luna away, whereas now they have the own charge that the fight, the disruption illusions, there's no initiation while Slider's dead, so they should commit into this race.
Oh, and that is the Brown Donut going a little bit too far. I'm not really sure what he was going out for because it's an Oracle, right? But either way, he will be taken down with Gata, getting the Mirage taken down as well. Now Gata is dropping very, very low. Disruption will be used on to save him up. We do have the OD using the Astral on the Slaughter and just, you know, sticking at max range. He does get the kill onto the Slaughter. Milan does get taken down as well as he actually leaps forward. And he does get dropped down. The Gata's very, very low on the Luna, but if that's the only thing that's going wrong, that your core is low and you get everyone else killed, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think this is nail in the coffin time. They have one buyback available. Yeah, I don't think it's time for Mitch to buy back and go 2v4. Don't think that's doable. So Luna can destroy their base. 2 racks down is not by any means like game over, but it's kind of like game over.
But it's kind. It's not game over, but it's kind of game over.
They don't have the cores to push the waves out, and their 3rd Rax is also going to take damage, or at least the tower is.
Yeah, I think Prodota they will just take the town and back up. I don't think they have any reason to go YOLO about this. Like they can just go back, get the next Aegis, and then secure an easy win.
Money as well. Like, they shouldn't fight here.
Mid she goes.
Well, they're all like half health. They should back off.
He may drop down it. Yeah, if he gets killed by the sniper. We have the Luna going in using the ultimate onto Milan. A nice phase Edicts will save Milan. The Oracle just takes the call and flies back into the mid. He does drop down in the end. We do have Come With Me on the other side. He may be the one dropping down as well. So a 2-for-2 trade at the very end with Oracle buying back. That's worth it for Elements though, considering the huge amount of gold that Prodota just got, and then maybe they get another kill. The arrow doesn't lash, but Milan, he's not done yet. They want to continue going. They wanted to get as much as they possibly could. In the end though, it's only like 700 gold going in Elements' favor without that 2-for-2 trade. So, you know, it's not the comeback gold that you really want. It's just, you know, we have some gold. We have gold for wards now, pretty much.
It gives them the ability to the game not over, which is a good thing for them. How long they can keep Prodota away from their base, can keep heroes alive and keep the lanes pushed out. The game can go on for another 5-10 minutes, maybe. But Roshan's available, so very, very big ask. You know, this is a good kill for them. Getting the King, that's very, very important hero.
And he had the gem as well, so that's a good amount of gold going that way, as well as getting the gem given to them. The Mirana's actually very, very close to having his Acronyms completely, only needs about 700 more gold. We have the Sniper, he's, you know, slowly starting to get something. The BKB is available on the Drow. He used the first charge already in the last engagement, so they have at least some survivability items on their core heroes, but the thing is, at this point, like with the huge amount of gold we just gained on Prodota Gaming, you have a Butterfly on the Luna, you have an Aegis soon to come up as well. Like, the Luna is not gonna fear the right clicks from the 2 cores on Element side, and now they actually try to get a jump. They will maybe be able to kill Bio, but a nice save from the OD with the Astral Imprisonment, and Bio will be just fine for now at least. We have an ultimate being shut up by the Sniper. He does get the kill onto Bio in the end, so 1-for-1 trade so far. Swift Ending is getting bullied out by the Illusions. We do have the Elder Titan dropping down as well as Milan, he goes in and out, and now he's trying to disengage. He should... Ooh, the jukes! The jukes!
Dire's top
They're just getting so outplayed this fight, but they're still gonna win it because they have such a gold advantage.
Oh, and Gata used his ultimate. He got Hurricane Pike, used his ultimate, and Snipers is like, okay, I'll walk away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think Gata, he's not done yet. He really is not done yet.
I think he doesn't need to be.
He doesn't care anymore. He gets the kill on them on the Mirage, so the gem will be down on the ground, and yeah, Gata's like, you know, come at me, boys.
Dominating.
Mitch is also problems.
They actually may be able to pop the Aegis here. They just controlling.
Oh, what a player! What a fucking player!
Holy shit!
Oh god, Gata.
Clearly not your best.
Literally, that's the funniest thing, you know, just using the Mantis style and just legit not moving your main hero and then just hoping for the best, right?
think they
Top tower
had it
is
figured out at
falling.
the start because they were right-clicking the right
Radiant's
hero,
top barracks are
but
under attack.
they assassinated the wrong one and it all went to shit very quickly.
Uh,
The only redeeming factor they have here is everyone on Prodota that wants to be very, very low, and they don't have the urn charges, so they can buy themselves enough time to like get the lanes in a better position.
and that's so
Unless they
annoying
wanna,
as
like,
well
straight
because
up
the
sack the
Aegis is still
Aegis.
available. Like, I mean, him not getting hit by the assassinate was pretty much the only situation where the Aegis wouldn't pop, and then he gets a kill on the sniper as well at the same time. You know, now they just, you know, everything is good. Yes, one personal will be used here, just, you know, trying to bully the Drow a little bit. Does get hit by the stun from the Sand King as well. The Epicenter will hit 2 people, not the Drow though. And let's see if they can, they're not trying to follow, they just want to, you know, keep control from the slaughter. Will be moved up into the air, so you can now blink instantly after the illusions and stop them from sieging. And it looks like they're just going to, you know, blink in, chill a little bit, pop the outfall, just control the heroes while the others are pushing. The Aegis does get popped on the Luna. In the meantime, the landing is trying to TP out. He's taking a lot of time, so will be fine for now though. He has to region up though. Kefka actually drops down from the sniper right clicks as well as the Drow, just, you know, both having one projectile flying in his face, and that's enough to kill him. They're going for the chase in the meantime. Now Gata will be the one in the front line while the OD and the EC is sitting it back. Echo Storm will be hit, and that's a lot of control. Drow will be taken down by the Elven Titan's ultimate using that Earth Spreader. Now the sniper, he's gonna do everything for them to try until buys back, comes back into the fight. This is the last stand as Midge also buys back on the startup. They can go for the ultimate onto Gata. He's taking a good amount of damage. Mirana may be able to get the kill. Oh, and he's gonna get the kill onto Gata. Gata gets killed in the back line. Huge kill. Gata buys back into the good mid throw down in the meantime. As, you know, a nice kill onto Gata, but in the end, his, like, they don't need the Luna. They can still fight.
Well, he just buys back some BOTs. They put themselves way too behind in the laning stage. Like when they forfeit the top lane and basically forfeited bottom for the first 2 minutes while the Mirana was doing super greedy things. I feel like that dual lane from Prodota's fairly readable. Like it's not out the ordinary that people do that with LA strength heroes, especially when Sand King is one of them. You have a very you can zone one off laner, but you can't do against a dual lane with those 2 heroes. It's just not feasible until you get your levels. They just put themselves in way too hard of a spot. And then when the sniper kept getting ganked as well, like he could have been at BKB stage where they could actually maybe take fights, but